Raider Nation, it's your boy, Angry fucking Raider. Welcome to the Angry Raider Show. I'm your host, Angry fucking Raider, and it's the hoodie edition. Sorry for the holler, ain't nobody dying in my house. It's just my son, he just wild like that. I thought I'd get up here, just, see what's been going on in the community. I see a lot of, Raider bloggers throwing up a lot of good content. I like what I'm hearing. I like some of your opinions and your thoughts, and definitely make a lot of sense. I said I'm coming with the 5 people we should pick up. I got 2 so far. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's your hard, Raider Nation, to be digging, like looking for people. I ain't think it should be that hard scouting. But I'm still the number 1 scouter. I got you. It'll be here before the draft. Believe that, who we should pick up in the later rounds. But I got 2 so far. I think y'all like the 2. One of them you already know. The second one you don't know. But I got you. Give me about a couple more days I had together. Let me see what else. Oh, I see we let Marquette King go. How I feel about that? I mean, as far as his personality, I wouldn't let him go because of that, but I damn sure didn't know he was making that much money as a punter. Like, he's a great punter, but I mean, you can just get a motherfucker to punt the ball, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he do change field position, but think about it, Raider Nation. We was scoring touchdowns and shit, and up in the game, we wouldn't have to worry about punting too motherfucking much. You understand what I'm saying? So to keep a punter making that much money, just to say to me is, you don't expect our offense to do too much. You know what I mean? Yeah, you want to have a reliable special team attribute like him. I mean, we had it in Janikowski, but Janikowski added points. Marquette King don't add points. I mean, yeah, he gets shit into the 20-yard line, but our defense so suspect. They just drive all the way down the field and score, so the punt really didn't fucking matter. It just made our stats look better. So I think a punter, you know what I mean, we can get, that's nothing that I'm really crying about. Plus, we saved some bread, so, it's cool. We signed, Darius Harris. I seen him play. He's pretty all right, another veteran. I'm cool with that. Ain't got no problem with that. Who else we signed? We need to sign LeVar Bowman. Now, my thoughts on that is, I would like to have him back because he's way better than the dude Whitehead we picked up. The dude Whitehead remind me of Nick Roach. Motherfucker could just tackle, in a run game, but can't cover worth shit. Now, I mean, maybe John Gruden got some shit up his sleeve, you know what I mean, that, he feel he can do a Paul Gunther and came up with some shit. But, to me, Bowman can't cover, but he's a little better. You know what I mean? I don't really think you're losing a lot. It's just the name presents a better supposedly player. You hear Naval Bowman, he been doing it for years. You know what I'm saying? You hear this guy, he just came in, he just really known for, run stopping. He's not really known for coverage. He got real kind of slow reactions and shit like that if you peep his game. But he's a decent linebacker. Nick Roach. So that's it. Another Nick Roach. But, yeah, I think LeVar Bowman was looking for like $5 million, man, a year. And we just ain't got the bread, man. Mikey Raider posted some shit, had a little blog, was pretty interesting on the salary cap. I concur with that. You know what I mean? I definitely do. I feel like that we real tight with money, and that's why. And we trying to get him for cheap, you know what I'm saying? And he don't want to have to reconstruct his shit next year, and, don't know if he going to be here next year type shit. I think he want to kind of get locked in with maybe like a 3-year deal or something like that. We just don't have the money to give it to him, especially when you're trying to sign Khalil Mack. So, I mean, those things you have to think about, Raider Nation. So if we don't get him, I mean, we can pick up. We got a lot of draft picks, 11 draft picks, man. And we can definitely pick up the one of the kids that I got, that I found, you know what I'm saying? He's a linebacker, man. I think he's jive. All right, man. I'm going to show y'all. I got y'all, man. I got y'all. But, yeah, so, how do I feel about what else been going on? John Gruden being able to control all the personnel. I mean, he's the head coach. I mean, Reggie McKenzie is there to make sure the funds are there and negotiate the contracts. You know what I'm saying? John Gruden is the coach. He's there to present what he feels is good. And I mean, think about the players that he's getting is probably from what the coaches staff has suggested to him. I don't think these are players that he's ultimately picking just by himself. I think these are players that's been presented. They sit down, watch film, and they see where he can fit in the scheme. I mean, I'm cool with him having that type of control. I mean, you're the head coach. You just, you know what I mean? You supposed to set the shit up to where it works for you. You know what I mean? If you're allowing somebody else just to pick the talent and you're really not giving no input on the position itself and what the position coach needs, then you're not going to have a successful scheme. So I think Paul Guenther bringing in a lot of his old players, that people didn't know how to run the scheme, just to get the young people along. You understand what I'm saying? And that's smart. You got to have somebody that's been in the system that can kind of help you, guide the younger players who's being introduced to a whole new system for the third time. Think about it. They switched systems in the middle of the year after they've been on Ken Norton shit for a minute, and they went to, you know what I'm saying, Pagano, and then from Pagano they gone to Guenther. So that's 3 systems these players had to learn. You know what I mean? Not even really learn and master it, but just, you know, far as Ken Norton, when you're so used to playing one way, when you go to play, even though I think Pagano just put in a basic scheme, he didn't really throw all the X's and O's at them. They still had to learn it, you know what I mean? And they played a lot better. So I think Paul Guenther is just getting players that already know the system that he's trying to put in places. He's not going to switch up too much of what Cincinnati was doing. It's pretty much going to be the same type of defense. But he needed players to play the positions that were important. Corner, for example, you know what I mean? That's why you bring in Leon Hall, somebody that's been in the system, that succeeded in the system. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he not going to come in and give us no 5 picks and all that shit. But, you know, he definitely can come in and be a contributor and help along the younger players that's coming to step up and know the scheme. You bring in a linebacker, you know what I mean? You need a run stopper, you know what I mean? Because you play a lot of man coverage, so you do a lot of blitzing, from what I can see. So you need a run stopper. I think that's why you bring in Whitehead. I don't think you bring in him for the coverage part, because you got, remember, Raider Nation, we got some people on defense still that can pan out to be great. You know, we don't really know what Corey James' full potential is going to be. He got injured, stay hurt, but when he's in, he's consistent. You know what I mean? You got your boy Morrow, I'm sorry, that, you know what I mean, he to be thrown in the air, never played linebacker a day in his life. Yo, listen, and he produced. He wasn't the greatest, but he produced. He was consistent. He was available until he got hurt. So we still got some pieces. Then depends on what we draft, how we draft. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit depends on a lot of shit. So I'm cool with Jon Gruden having control of the personnel. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't crying about that. I see people saying, you know, we suck, we sorry, still gonna be sorry. I mean, hey, we've been hearing this shit for 15 years, my brother. You keep saying this, but we supposed to stop being Raider fans because people saying we suck, we sorry, we making crazy moves, we the old team, blah, blah, blah. And listen, we not trying to hear that. You know what I mean? Tell us something we don't already done heard. You know what I mean? For a team that's been so sorry and sucked and all this and all that, we sure enough is irrelevant to a lot of people. People still hate us. You know what I'm saying? You telling us we ain't won in the past. I mean, we ain't won since, you know, 82, man, the 80 seasons and shit. You know what I'm saying? And we saying, like, why y'all living in the past? Y'all still butthurt from that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. Like, if we've been trash, why are we irrelevant still? You know why? Because everybody want to be like the nation, man, and they can't. They hate this shit. Their team or their fan base didn't adopt the nation look, how the nation presents itself. You can call us thugs or whatever, blah blah blah. Yeah, alright, that's what you say. You know, everybody, every fan base got some type of thug in it. You know what I mean, or some type of, you know, differentness, if that's a word. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna be all the other fans' style, you know what I mean? We dress up, we like to show our team off. Our apparel is the best apparel in the world. As you see, I'm rocking it always, you know what I'm saying? Can't never go wrong with this shit. So I think people are just upset about that. I like it though. I like it. I like it. I ain't mad at it at all, baby. But yeah, man. Anyways, back to what we was talking about. Got off track for a little minute. You know, I like to just talk about nonsense because that's all that was, nonsense. I just thought I added some filler in the shit. But no, yeah, I'm cool with John Gruden and all of that, having control of the personnel. How I feel about our team thus far. I mean, we're looking like maybe a 9-17 right now. I just don't know what defense is gonna do. You know, offense, I'm not really worried about. I think we'll be all right, or we'll be better than yet last year. So that's all. Oh, shit, that's always a plus. Can't get no worse than last year. I'm sure of that. But we'll definitely be better than last year. So that's definitely. I'm not worried about offense. Will we be high powered? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It just depends. It just really depends on who stay healthy and how all this shit. If people buy in, I expect John Gruden to pound the ball. I expect him to try to bring this run game shit back. You know what I mean? I just see that. I see a lot of formations fucking with this running back shit. So I don't know, how offense is gonna go. I mean, we kind of remind us of, you know what I'm saying, back in the day when we had the two bruisers, baby. I know who they are. I don't got to say their names. We had the two bruisers, and it looks like that's what we trying to do again. You know what I'm saying, with Marshawn and goddamn Doug Martin. So I don't know, man. Just curious to see how this. So I gotta look at some old film and shit to see how them plays used to look and shit. Because now, like they say, everybody spreads out and runs this option pass shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe a different look, something different. I'd be cool with pounding the ball if it's successful, if it can happen. You know what I mean? So I'm cool with it. We'll just see. I say 9-7 right now. Really based on defense, though. I don't know what Paul Guenther defenses look like, but I just don't know what we got, if that's how it's gonna look. Maybe that's the veterans can put the spin on it and boom, we make it happen. So I don't know, but we'll see. 9-7 right now. I'm looking at that. No better than 11-5. No better than 11-5. Yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty much it, man. There's a lot more other shit going on. Of course, like, draft coming up. So I'll definitely have those 5 people I think that we should pick. I'll give you a little snippet of it. You know what I'm saying? A couple days I had ready for y'all. So thanks for bearing with me. But yeah, man, just hit y'all with a little video, man. Get your morning going, getting your day going. Just ready to talk. You know how we do. It's your boy, fucking Raider. You already know our slogan. Raiders. Yo, if you got any questions for me, leave them in the comments. I read them. You know what I'm saying? Keep subscribing. I appreciate the love. And yo, season's almost here, baby. April 9th, man, camp begins. It begins, baby. You know what I'm saying? Alright, man, it's your boy fucking Raider. To all my haters, you already know what it is. 30 love. I ain't been getting a lot of hate, man, so I appreciate that too. But I accept it. You know what I mean? It's just the name of the game, baby. But when you're so cool and you jive, alright, man, people seem to levitate towards you, man. And I'm sorry, gravitate towards you. And you know what I mean? That's just how I go, man. But yeah, man, it's your favorite blogger, baby. They trying to be like me, but they just can't. I'm low budget compared to a lot of these blogs and shit. I be saying, yeah, do some good work. Just original over here, man. I don't know, man. This is what we do, man. We having a civil conversation, like we chilling next to each other. You know what I mean? Just shooting the shit. You feel me? But anyways, man, enough of that bullshit. It's your boy fucking Raider. Subscribe, and I'm out. Enjoy your day. Peace.